Here's leading with compassion. Make, be kind, and listen your strategy. If your goal is love, compassion, and empathy, I give you Mr. Tony Scruggs.
Leading. As a noun, leading means guidance. As an adjective, leading means the most excellent in a given area. As a verb, leading means to inspire, to initiate. Leading, to initiate excellence with inspired guidance. Compassion. What is compassion? Is it a feeling? Is it an action? At the Empathy Institute, the playground for peace that I created, the way we see compassion.
Playground for what?
Playground for peace. Speaking peace. And the way that we see compassion is as a thought. The empathic thought, caring for what people are feeling and caring for what people are needing. Then you add the ing, compassioning, and now you have the action, the practical application of empathy. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests. In a few minutes, I'm going to ask you to commit. I'm going to ask you to commit to leading with compassion. First, I want to take you on a little LWC adventure to explore the 3 neighborhoods of the LWC, also known as the 3 parts of leading with compassion. Playground for what? Playground for peace. Think of me as Walt Disney, your Imagineer for the evening. And if the purpose of life is to give, to be happy, to be childlike, and to be present, let's see if we can do all 4. Imagine you're a teenager sitting in the dugout of Jackie Robinson Stadium at the University of California, Los Angeles. It's a 71-degree sun-kissed day. The grass is gorgeous green. From the point of view behind home plate, you're in the left side dugout, the third base dugout, and 330 feet in front of you is the most beautiful baby blue and gold outfield wall. A mature gentleman walks across the field, over the mound, and towards you and your teammates. Turns out it's John Wooden, the coach who led UCLA basketball to 10 national championships. And he's there to share with you his philosophy of life known as the Pyramid of Success. He starts with the mantra that every player on every team lived by. From Kareem Abdul-Jabbar all the way to Bill Walton, which was never try to be better than somebody else, but never cease to try to be the very best that you can be. Time out. I was a 17-year-old freshman sitting in that dugout, mesmerized by this man's wisdom. Did I catch him right? Did the winningest coach in college basketball history just tell me that he never talked about winning? He only talked about improving? It blew my 17-year-old mind. Time in. As it seems coach is just about to leave, he turns back around and he says, one more thing. A coach is someone who teaches us how to be excellent at something, reminds us of our excellence, and then every once in a while, lets us know when we're being less than excellent. To this day, I I still feel the gratitude for that moment with Coach Wooden. To this day, I still remember all of the blocks on the pyramid of success, from industriousness all the way to competitive greatness. To this day, I still remember what he said as he was just walking out. And I'll put it in today's terms. He said, delete the construct of perfection and upload the concept of excellence. Back to the LWC time machine. Now I want you to imagine that it's a few decades later, you're an educated adult, and you're in a seminar. Where's the seminar? San Francisco, California. Can you smell the fresh air of the Northern California city? What's the topic of the seminar? Nonviolent communication. A style of communication that moves us out of our heads and into our hearts. Minutes after the speaker's intro, he actually defines the 4 corners of empathy. He starts off with empathy as a practice, and he says, the practice of empathy is hearing what people are feeling and seeing what people are needing. It's a practice of hearing what people are feeling. Are you feeling frustrated? And seeing what people are needing. Because your need for respect wasn't meant by what your friend said or did. The first neighborhood in the LWC, the first part of leading with compassion, is becoming excellent at hearing feelings, seeing needs, and improving every day. I was sitting in that room, and I was just blown away at how my heart resonated with the words that this man was saying. He told us as a group, my purpose in life is to create a quality of connection where natural giving is possible and compassionate giving is natural. I was just amazed. And immediately when I heard the words, it took me back to the dugout in UCLA, and I realized Coach Wooden had planted the seed so that I could understand nonviolent communication the way I did when it was presented to me. Just an amazing connection between the two events. Oh, quick side note. The only reason why I was at that seminar, my dad calls me up. I see you work in Lion King. My dad calls me up and says, hey, I'm singing at a friend's wedding. You want to join me? We can make it a father and son weekend. I said, sure. He said, oh, by the way, my friend has this philosophy called NVC, and he might do a little training in the morning before the wedding. Little did I know that his friend was Marshall Rosenberg, rest in peace, Marshall, was Marshall Rosenberg, the architect of nonviolent communication, and his 40 years of dedicated hard work was going to be gifted to me in 4 hours, and I soaked up every single second of it. Now I want you to imagine that you're a new professional. If you guys remember what that's like, with all the enthusiasm and excitement that goes along with that. And you're sitting in the clubhouse of the Texas Rangers baseball team in Arlington, Texas. Can you see the gym? Can you see the dining room? Can you see the circular lounge with the screens? And even smell the leather of the new shoes in everybody's lockers? The locker next to yours is Nolan Ryan's, the pitcher who has the most strikeouts in Major League history at the time. The owner of your team is the governor of the state of Texas, George Bush, whose father happens to be the president of the United States at that time. Your manager is a man named Bobby Valentine, and your outfield coach is Davey Lopes, a member of the famous Dodgers infield of Garvey, Lopes, Russell, and Say. What do they teach you about leading with compassion? Nolan Ryan teaches you to show up early and stay late. Figuratively, getting your mind prepared for the task at hand, and literally coming to the ballpark early to work on your craft so that you can be a great teammate. President Bush? President Bush teaches you how to see the big picture, the macro and the micro. And Davy Lopes and Bobby Valentine teach you how to get people's attention and harness the power of determination. The second part of leading with passion, the second neighborhood in the LWC, is showing up and seeing the forest through the trees. And if you combine that with the first part, becoming excellent at hearing feelings and seeing needs and improving every day, I think you're off to a magical start. I have a question. Has anybody in this room ever felt excited and scared at the same time? Thank goodness. Has anyone ever felt happy and nervous simultaneously? How about this question? Has anybody been in a room with a group of people and had the thought, oh my God, what am I doing here? Man, I'm remembering that moment. What am I doing here? That was me in my early 20s. That's what I was experiencing, and that was what I was feeling in that moment. Little did I know that a few weeks later, I would be in the hospital room with tubes coming out of my knee after surgery, and that those moments in the clubhouse would be the moments that I would remember for the rest of my life. Lastly, I want to take us on a group adventure. The Funny Bones Toastmaster crew, the FBTC, and Team Periscope, the T to the P. By the way, if I didn't mention it, I actually was holding the belief that some of you guys might benefit from the wisdom from Coach Wooden and some of the other people that I've been around. So instead of sharing it all here, I decided to, right before the meeting started, post it on the Funny Bones Toastmaster Facebook page. So when at your leisure, you pretty much have all the things that we're talking about tonight. So this group adventure, this Be Kind and Listen group excursion that I want to take us on. I want to imagine that all of us are on a plane at night over the Atlantic Ocean. Destination, Mumbai, India. Intention, to connect with the grandson, Arun Gandhi, and the great-grandson, Tushar Gandhi, of Mahat Jones. Just kidding. Of Mahatma Gandhi. In order to learn the philosophy of nonviolence. That's why we're there as a group, the FBTC and the T to the P. While we're there, we see the mud huts. You guys know those teeny weeny domes that people live in as homes? The mud huts? And then we also see the palaces. We see the ashrams, the spiritual centers that Mahatma Gandhi created. And we see the Taj Mahal. And while we're there, learning nonviolence, the philosophy, we get to bathe in the energy of nonviolent communication, the New World Strategy. And it is awesome. Let me take you there centrally. Can you hear the bustling on the streets in Mumbai, India? Can you hear the honking of the horns? Can you hear the babies being comforted by their mothers on the streets? Mumbai, India is an amazing space. It completely transformed my world as I saw luxury and I saw poverty, as I saw this amazing breadth of spirituality. I'm not sure if you would call it gregarious, but I'm guessing it was something like that. What do the Gandhis teach us about leading with compassion? They teach us to honor the wisdom of the previous generations and then channel Steve Jobs' philosophy, brave enough to question, and create some of our new personal innovations. Honor previous wisdom and create a new. So the 3 parts of leading with compassion are: number 1, become excellent at hearing feelings, seeing needs, and improving every day. Number 2, to show up. Show up and see the big picture. And number 3, honor previous wisdom while creating a new. We've traveled through time and space. My last adventure was meant to be a be kind and listen adventure. Be kind and listen is another phrase for empathy and compassion. And that is why I'm standing here tonight. So now that we've traveled through time and space, I would like to do something to bring us to a soft landing. I would like to ask you all to become totally present in the moment with me by feeling your feet on the ground, wiggling your toes, and becoming aware of your breathing. In through your nose, out through your mouth. 2 times, do it with me. And while I have you in this space, I'm going to come back to a previous challenge that I have for you. I want to challenge you to do 2 things. Number 1, when you wake up tomorrow, will you do me a favor and ask yourself the question, how will I lead with compassion today? How will I lead with compassion today? And number 2, if you believe in the doability, if you see the possibility of be kind and listen as a new world strategy, then I lovingly, humbly request and invite you to take out your device, go to Facebook, Twitter, or both, and share the following proclamation. Today, I commit to hashtag leading with compassion. Exclamation mark with a little heart at the bottom. Join me at theempathyguy.com/LWC. Hashtag capital T, lowercase e, lowercase a, lowercase m, capital B, capital K, capital A, capital L. Today I commit to leading with compassion. Join me at theempathyguy.com, LWC, hashtag BeCal, Team Be Kind and Listen. And I just want to sing you the song that we at the Empathy Institute, Playground for what? A playground for peace, that we believe every human being is singing in every interaction. See me beautiful, look for the best in me, that's what I really am, and all I want to be. It may take some time, it may be hard to find, but see me beautiful. See me beautiful each and every day. Could you take a chance? Could you find a way to see me shining through in everything I do and see me beautiful? To wrap this up on a fun note, though, let me do a little chant with you. When you hear me say cool, you say be cow. I'm going to say cool, you say be cow. I'm going to say cool, you say be cow. Hashtag be kind and listen. Got it? So we're going to go cool, be cow. Cool, be cow. Cool, be cow. Hashtag be kind and listen. You want to be cool?
Be cow.
You want to be cool?
Be cow.
You want to be cool?
Be cow.
Hashtag be kind and listen. Last time. You want to be cool?
Be cow.
You want to be cool?
Be cow.
You want to be cool?
Be cow.
Hashtag be kind and listen. I'm Tony Scruggs, the empathy guy. Together we rise, together we fly. Be kind and listen. Thank you.